Malkiewicz from CraftistaKits.com, and today I'm going to show you how to transform basic materials from the hardware store into a fabulous fabric-covered jewelry board. For this particular project, you will need cellulose-based fiber wallboard, which you can pick up at your local hardware store, fabric, E6000 glue, wire cutters, an X-Acto knife, pins and hooks in various shapes and sizes, tacks, a staple gun, and chicken wire. So to start this project, you're going to lay the piece of fabric down on the bottom and put the cellulose board on top. But make sure that the front pattern of the fabric is face downward. So when covering the cellulose board, the best thing to do is to staple in the middle on each side and then continue to staple around. This is just so that it'll be even and won't be pulling on one side more than on the other. So just staple that there in the middle and go all the way around the entire board and staple the middles first. You want to make sure it's folded over and then pull the fabric so that it's tighter because you don't want it to be too loose on the opposite side. And then you get your last one like this. And you can also use a staple gun, but not everyone has a staple gun, so a stapler works just as well. So continue stapling around the outside corners, pulling the fabric tight and stapling that down. And once we're done doing this, we're going to do the corners. So now we're going to do the corners, and in order to do this, you want to make sure that there's a tight, rounded edge. So we're going to pull it in like this, keeping it tight, stapling it down, and then continuing to do that all the way on the outside. So it's going to look a little bit like a pleat. And then pull that last side over, making sure you're pulling it tight. And then complete that to all four sides. So now that we've stapled all of the corners, I'm going to use chicken wire and cut that down, measuring it to about 1/3 of the board. The chicken wire is going to be used to place earrings on. So take your chicken wire and be careful with it because it can kind of poke you. Lay it down to be about 1/3 of the board, and then grab your wire cutters and then clip it all along the outside. Now you do want to leave a little bit of room on the outside because we're going to be bending the chicken wire around the corner and keeping it in place by folding it over. So now I'm going to assemble the chicken wire to the board. And to do this, I did fold these over just like this so that it doesn't poke me when I go to put my earrings on. And you take it and you fold the chicken wire over the board like this. And it's okay if there's a bow in the chicken wire up on the front. You actually kind of want a bow because that's going to give it a little bit of a 3D look, and it's going to allow your earrings to be placed on there easier. So fold that over just like that. And you can give it some staples for extra stability. Now, I did buy a couple different hooks at my local hardware store. Now you can get hooks like this that have these on the bottom. You can get tacks. You can get these J hooks that you can just screw into the board. Anything works. Just use your imagination, your creativity. It's up to you. So I'm going to tack these into the board, and then I'll see you in 1 second. So here you have your final product. As you can see, I placed tacks to hold down the chicken wire. I did little knobs up here for my bracelets, some J hooks down here, 3 for my necklaces and 2 for my rings, and then just added some more embellishments in the corner. Remember, this is your craft, so you can do whatever it is that you want in any design that you want. I'm Camille Malkiewicz. Thanks for visiting, and I'll see you next time.